if you say it's true and you want to defend yourself, you just come out and say it's not true. And some people will believe you, some people won't. It adds confusion, and voila, you're out of the situation. Leslie Sorrell is a political strategist with Fox News and is the author of From Clients to Crooks, an insider reveals the real Washington, D.C., and she's on the line. Lindsey Graham seems to be confirming that that is what the president said, but Leslie, the president and some others saying it is not what he said. So what are we to believe?
Well, we're in a new age where it's everyone's out for themselves, but I think that this is typical Trump. No one is in doubt. He probably said something pretty crude.
Yeah.
And that's where it is this day. It's destructive politics. It certainly won't help Congress reach a bipartisan agreement on immigration, and that's really the bigger conversation people are trying to have is how is the U.S. going to move forward? We've benefited greatly from immigration. We need to continue to do so. And the reality is we also have to be thoughtful in our immigration and who we let in.
Yeah. Does this help the DACA? It doesn't seem to help. It seems like it's going to hurt us get to some sort of a deal, and we have this looming government shutdown that's sitting out there.
Right. I mean, we're in a place right now where we can't have civil discourse, and the president's leading the way on that. We need to be able to sit down, have intelligent conversations about moving forward, and this doesn't help, and it certainly has divided the country and created kind of heated arguments as rather what we need to do. I mean, the realities are we have benefited from immigration, but at the same time, we haven't secured our borders very well. There's an old saying that Native Americans had a bad immigration policy.
Right. I want to ask you about your book, From Clients to Crooks. An insider reveals the real Washington, D.C. So you come in and you have high hopes, and is it the system that turns you into what you are?
Well, the system incentivizes corruption. There's no reward for staying a good fella, so it's only a matter of time before you begin to self-serve rather than serve the country you went into. And so I share stories of how I watched really amazing people go up with the best intentions and fell victim to the system. Yeah. Part of the solutions are term limits because really they cannot say no to it. And once they start serving themselves and put the country second, it's over.
Yeah. We've heard that from the day you begin in Congress, a good portion of your day is making phone calls to rally the troops to raise money. That's a daily task of a congressperson today.
That's right, and I would be the first person to give them a hard time if they hadn't made their calls. I was the person supplying that list. I was following up with them. My battle cry was, there's not enough money in the system. Yeah. And, the problem is that's not true. We've completely lost our way, and we need to figure out something else to do because we're in a lot of trouble in the direction we're heading, and it's not sustainable.
Yeah. All right, Leslie, we appreciate your time. Again, the book is From Clients to Crooks, an insider reveals the real Washington, D.C. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. That went better than the last time we had it.
No, you're not thinking of it.
This
is the one you like.
I
so
think
that's why I get
but
nervous.
I don't know. It sounds like I don't think so.
That sounded like the same.
No, I would know who Bill doesn't like and who that. That's why she's booked. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm busy here killing off play-by-play broadcasters.
We were both looking at each other like because there was one a few weeks ago that ended really badly.
I thought for sure that was it, but
no.
Obviously, I make mistakes.
I thought her pause. Well, you make
Vern Lundquist is still with us.
He is, isn't he?
Anybody else that you want to kill off this morning?